Hello, young people. How's it going? I hope everything is fine. Why did I say young people? Probably a lot of young people are gonna watch it. If you feel young, it's okay for me as well. This is for the reading of education and career. So, we talked about the money before, we talked about the people who already have a profession, who already was working in some places, but this reading is for the people who are just starting to decide what they would like to do, what they would like to study, if they would like to study, if there's any kind of an opportunity for them to grasp before the studies or after the studies, those kind of things. We are just focusing on the studies in this one, okay? And I hope that I will be effective in this one because I myself studied quite a lot and I hope to see a lot of things in the readings. So let's just pick the piles. I'm not going to read the runes this time. I'm just going to look at the Lenormand and I'm going to look at the tarot. If you picked your pile, let's just start it. Hello, number one. How's it going? I hope everything is fine. Today we're going to look at your education, your career, what you might actually receive from the life. Those kind of things that we are going to focus on. If you didn't decide what to study, or if you decided what to study but you don't know how to do it, or if you're just like struggling about the schools and getting admissions to the schools, those kind of things, we are just going to focus on this, okay? It's not just have to be about the studies, it might be a vocational training as well. I'm quite open to those kind of things. So we are going to see what's going to happen. We are going to see. Clover! That's a really good and lucky start, isn't it? Garden. It's a really good kind of reading. Oh my god, that might be the best reading already. So why am I screaming? I don't know. I would like to scream. Oh my god, guys. This is amazing. I definitely see an education in a college. Guys, this is talking about the people who are gathered at the same place for the same kind of a reason. So I can say this is some kind of a university, but not just like a university. It is like, it has a name. It has a name. And if you are doing those kind of admissions, if you're just applying for the schools, if you're expecting good news from the schools, you will receive a really good one. And you have the ability to go into the places that you would like to go. You have the talent, you have the ability, you have the key. So it talks about like whatever you're going to receive in your education, in your training, in your career, there's going to be something that you already studied for. I'm not saying that if you study something that you didn't like, you have to go for it. No, it is something that you have the passion and you have the education and you have the training maybe. You are going to have this kind of training for your passion. If you would like to study something, you will definitely going to study that thing. If you would like to work in a specific position, it could be like, I don't know, anything. For example, it could be about art. Sometimes when it comes to art, people are just thinking that you don't have to study that much. But I see an education, college, like underlined. Study, and study. You will go to the best schools. You will have the chance to go to the best schools. And also, I have to tell you this, you will have options. You will have more than one options when it comes to schools. That's a really good kind of a reading. Do you see those grapes? Each and every one is talking about abundance, and it is talking about the choices. So you will have a lot of choices when it comes to choosing a school. If you're just like, at this moment, if you don't know what you are going to do, you are going to choose from plenty. If you don't know what to study now, you might do a double major, or you might change your major later on. You will have that kind of a chance to do it. It's not like you have to study one thing and you didn't like it, but you have to go for it anyways. It's not going to be like that. Nothing is about like a struggle. Nothing is about pushing and forcing. It's not like that. This is talking about you are going to receive some kind of an education for the things that you would like to receive the education. Such a beautiful start. I love it already. It talks a lot and it is so lucky. It is so lucky. I like it. Now I'm going to look at your tarot cards and let's see what they are talking about. I never get this aligned. I don't know why, man. Still didn't get used to it. bit. Oh my god, it jumped. It jumped a lot of cards, so I'm not going to use them. A lot of people cards jumped. Oh my god, big change, big change. I hope at this moment we all know what death means and we all know what it doesn't mean, right? So it is a change. You see, you will have this kind of a change, like a double major or changing the majors and those kind of things. You will have the power to do those kind of changes. You will get lucky on those kind of things. If you're just like right now at this moment, you are studying something but you're not really enjoying it, you will have the chance to go to something else. It talks a lot actually when it comes to education. You will have the choice, you will have the transition. But if it is like transition from high school to college, it talks about like an immense kind of a change. It's like, oh my god, your life is going to be so different from what you had. You're going to be amazed. You are definitely going to be amazed. Yeah. You will have the power. You will have the power. Professionalism at its finest. Okay, I have to tell you one thing. If you are having a struggle with your family, your mom or your dad is just saying that you have to study this and you have to do that, and those kind of expectations are there, you will have the ability to convince them to what do you want to do. They're going to believe in you. You know those people who are just convincing their families to go to Los Angeles at the age of 10 so they can be like actors or actresses, and they actually become one? I see that in your cards too. I'm not saying that you will convince your parents to go to LA. It could be like so specific. I'm not saying that. I mean, if it is what you want, of course it can happen, but it doesn't have to be like that. But you're going to convince your parents to do what the fuck ever you would like to do. Okay? And they're going to respect you. They're going to respect you so much because you're going to prove yourself. You will definitely going to prove yourself when it comes to your abilities and your hard work and your ethics and those kind of things. They're going to say, okay, my child can do it. Actually, they can do it. They have the power, they have the education, they have the experience, and they definitely have the will of doing this thing, and they're going to be amazed, maybe because you are going to have more than one options and you will receive a lot of good options. Those are not like the shitty options. So they're going to be like, okay, whatever you would like to do, man, we support you no matter what. We support you. And it could be about money as well. It could be about money too. Your parents actually pay quite a lot for you. They're going to be so convinced, they're going to push their limits. If they cannot pay for anything, don't worry. I see some kind of a money or some kind of a scholarship. Look, guys, that kind of a power, that kind of an achievement comes with scholarship. Okay? It doesn't go by itself. Nobody is just like, okay, you can get into any college you want, but you can go by yourself. No one is saying that anymore because everybody is trying to convince the young people to go into their own colleges, okay? So you will have a lot of options, and you will have the options of scholarships. Full ride or the others. I don't know what they have as the others. What I say is that you will have the options in any kind. And those options are going to provide you the power of changing other people's opinions. For argument's sake, your parents, this is just such a classic example, but I have to give it to you. Your parents want you to be a doctor, right? And you're just like, no, it's not my alley. I don't want to do that. You will have such options. Your parents are just going to be like, okay. Or maybe you will be in a position of like, you don't need their approval because of the scholarships and everything. But I see that support from the family. I definitely see the support from the family. So no matter what you choose, your family is going to be there to support you because they're going to see the fire in your eye. They see this, okay, my child wants to do this and I have to support them no matter what. And they're going to act on it. They're going to act on it, definitely. So such a beautiful reading from the beginning. I love it so much. But it is requiring an education. I have to tell you again and again, it requires an education. If you didn't think of an education, like a higher education, maybe you should just check it out. Maybe you should just give yourself a chance. Maybe you should just like focus on those kind of things and let's see what you can get. Because education is going to be really, really important in your career. No matter what you do, education. If you're going to go into arts, education. If you're going to something else, education. Everything is going to happen to you because of the education, because of the college. Because the college is going to give you this network and the abilities and the options later on in your life. The college is going to be your lucky side. The college is going to be your lucky side. College is going to show you how much support that you can get from other people. College is going to show you how much you can actually transfer in your life. And the college education is going to show you your true power of receiving something. So it's like, it screams like college. It screams like college. I cannot even tell you how it screams like. You see? Superiority of the mind. And talks. This is also talking about education sometimes. New beginnings. And also, same saying. I have to say it, same saying. There's an ace and there's a key. It's always the same for me, so I'm just saying that. You will start something new and it is going to be really, really effective in your life. So education-wise, keep an open mind. First of all, keep an open mind. Seek for different kind of options. Let's see what you can do. Just do not focus on one thing. Try to focus on as much as possible. Look at every school that is possible maybe to understand what they can actually provide. If you're not really okay with the idea of like choosing a major at the beginning, try to keep an open mind and try to have this opportunity of changing the major later on. Every country has different kind of a system. For example, in Turkey, you have to choose your major when you're like 18. And I think it is cruel. And if you are like in that kind of a position, if you have to choose your major at the beginning, choose a major that you can do a double major. As a friend, you don't have to choose it now, but if you keep your options open, later on you can choose for better. So double majors, scholarships, studies, education, big things. That's what I see for you guys. You see, options. It talks about the options. Seven of Cups talks about the options. It's all about the options. Because Seven of Cups is being a little bit of related to internet these days, everybody's just like focusing on how it could be the internet. I have to tell you this, if you're just like focusing on having a career on the internet and your parents are just not really okay with that, I have to tell you this again, you have to be a multitasking person, you have to do different things at the same time. It reminded me of this Olivia kid. Her name was Olivia, right? She was not really interested, she wanted to be like an influencer or whatever. Olivia Jade. Yeah, I remember her name, okay? Don't be like Olivia Jade. Don't be like her, okay? Don't be like her. Don't be like... Your parents are just providing you so much. Why are you choosing to be an influencer? Of course, what she did, what her parents did was incredibly wrong, and that was such a scandal. I know that, but what I'm trying to say is that if you would like to do something online, you can do it when you are studying. Keep an open mind. Try not to focus on one thing and one thing only. Don't think like, if I just don't focus on this thing 24/7, I'm not going to be, recognized. No. Study. If you're going to do something about the internet, study that. Okay? Because the college is going to provide you so much, you have no idea. And this could be easier for you if you just like do it at the college, you know? So your priority should be about the education that you might receive. Your choices, definitely your choices are just screaming out. You will have more than one option. All the options are going to be opened to you. You're going to be really successful at that. And your parents are going to be like, oh my God, is this my child who's doing this? And they're going to be like convinced by your success and your effort and your will. And they're going to help you as much as. And of course, there's going to be a scholarship. That's what I see for you. That was such a beautiful reading. you cannot lose in this thing. Literally, you cannot lose in this thing. So that's what I see. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, number 2. How's it going? I hope everything is fine. Today we are going to look at the education and the choices and the career in the life, what you can do about it. I will try to keep open mind as much as possible when it comes to education and training and vocational, those kind of things. And I will try to see everything as much as I can see. So let's see. The letter of admission, I don't know. Mice and the dog. Okay. Mice talks about the bad things, right? Something that has been stolen, something that has been not really there. Hard efforts are just going for nothing, those kind of bad things. But it is surrounded with the good cards. So I have to tell you, no matter what you feel, or if you are just feeling like bad about the education or those kind of situations, it will go better for you. It will go wonderfully. You will receive a lot of good news when it comes to college. If you're expecting, an admission, those kind of things, you will have a lot of good things. And what I see for you is a higher education. Whatever you're going to study, you're going to study more. You will come to this finest point. You're going to come to this, like, are you going to be a professor? Yes, you're going to be a professor. If you're just like focusing on that thing, you're going to have it, because you are just like, okay, bring it on. Bring it on, no matter what kind of bad things, bring it on. I can deal with this thing. You will have that kind of an approach, and it is going to provide you wonderfully. The dog talks about the loyalty, and the letter is talking about the news or, the correspondence, those kind of things. You might actually study at a place that your friends are already in. Or, some people that you like, they studied at some place, and you might actually get into that kind of a school. It doesn't have to be school, though, I have to tell you. Even though I see a lot of admission-related situations, because admissions are just not really that fair, to be honest with you. I was talking about this Olivia Jade situation at the number 1. I have to say it again. Some people are just like finding their way in, one way or another. No matter what happens, you're going to receive a lot of help and support. And this help and support is going to put you in a really good position when it comes to education, when it comes to career. You will have this kind of an opportunity in life. If something is going bad, there are going to be people out there who are going to help you to fix it. If you don't feel like lucky, if you feel like your hard work is just being brushed off by some people, your actual friends, your actual family are going to help you to fix it. Life is not just about the success, abundance, or personal advancements. Life can be about families as well. I learned it. I went to this private school with full ride scholarship, and I was thinking that I was the bish, but then I saw that a lot of people who were just like relying on their families because they could rely on their families. And it was like, it opened my eyes to see like how people are just like supporting their children to have something in life. And it gave me a little bit of a cry because I never had that kind of power in my life. I had to do everything by myself, but they had this support system. So what I see for you, that you will have such an amazing support system when it comes to education and training and career changes and those kind of things. It is going to be wonderful for you. You will have the power of people. You will have the support of your friends and family. People who are loyal to you. People who want you to be happy. They're going to be there and they're going to help you. Help is on the way. If you feel bad about the education, if you feel bad, what's going to happen in the future and you cannot see it right now, help is on the way. Don't worry, you will receive a lot of help. And if at this moment, if you feel like family-wise you're not feeling really that comfortable, or you're... Oh my god, that's my cat. Hold on a second. Okay, my cat wants to play. I don't know why. She never plays with me. Okay, what I was saying. Okay, if you don't feel comfortable with the family situations at this moment in your life, if you don't feel like I don't have that kind of a family who's gonna help me, okay, that's forget about the sound. Okay, that's my cat who's running away. And you're gonna have this support system that is coming to you. You're going to be surrounded with people who are going to be at the same position with you. And you're not going to feel alone. Not a single day. You're not going to feel alone. The support is on the way. If you don't know what to do right now, if you feel like I don't know a way out, support is on the way. Don't worry, okay? Let's see your tarot cards. Okay, Queen of Wands. Yes, Queen of Wands. And there's a cat. There's a cat. And there's a dog. And Nine of Pentacles. Abundance. And 10 of Cups. This is talking about family, guys. This is talking about the support of the family. Yep, what family can afford you, that's for sure. Look, guys, if you have a rich family and they would like to help you on the way, take it. Take it without any kind of an hesitation. I see that some people are just feeling like, I don't want to do this because my family is helping me, or they feel like a little proud when it comes to their own achievements and everything. Your family is going to be there to help you. The people who loves you, they're going to be the ones who are going to help you. I see this kind of hard work and effort. Of course, I see that whatever you do is going to be about your hard work and effort. And there are a lot of grapes in here too, and we talked about the grapes and what they actually mean in the first one. I have to tell you, a lot of hard work and effort and nice things, but plus you have the family support. Number one was just like had to convince their parents to have something nice for them. You don't have to convince your parents. Actually, your parents has to convince you for having something nice for you. What you will receive in your life, it might be related to family. If family business is on the cards for you, I can say that you can actually develop on it. You can actually put your effort on it. I don't say no to that. If it is exactly what you would like to do, of course, that's always an option. Don't worry about that. But I see it like a huge impact of the family, but in a good way, not in a smothering way, not in a way that they just want you to do something and you have to do it no matter what. It's not like that. It's not like they're trying to make you do something that you don't want to do. They are here to help you. They're here to support you. So as I said, if it is not just about the family, it's about the people who are going to help you a lot. You will receive a lot of help, and it is going to happen for you. It might happen a little slowly, maybe. The things might actually happen in a slow manner. The decisions might be happening in a slow manner, but doesn't have to be like that, of course. I see all the good stuff in here. I see the ability and the abundance. I see the help of the people, the bliss, the support. If one thing goes bad, 100 good things are going to happen. So you are surrounded with the support and the help of the people. Or maybe you might actually choose something to help other people as well, because you see all the injustice in the world and you see that people are just suffering from something, and you are the one who's going to help them. It could go both ways, you will receive help and then you will give the help to the others. You will be in that kind of a position later on. So you have to work with the people. You have to be open to the other people and their effects. It is going to be really, really important for you. That's what I see. No matter what you study, effects of the people are going to be immense. So that's what I see for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. I got a little distracted, I'm not gonna lie to you, because of my cat. But the message doesn't change. The message is here that is talking about the help of the people, the support of the people, and the abundance that comes from it is going to help you immensely. And you will receive a lot of good news when it comes to education, when it comes to career, when it comes to money. You will have a lot of good things thanks to the support system that you have. And cherish it. Use it until the last drop. Use it well. Okay, that's what I see. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, number 3. How is it going? I hope everything is fine. Today we're going to look at the education, career, and what you can see in the life when it comes to those kind of feelings. And I already have a really good kind of a feeling. I feel like you're going to do something that is going to be really, really important and really close to your heart. And it just doesn't have to be about the education, but I see some level of education. You have to train yourself for one thing. It doesn't have to be like a full college education maybe, but there's something that you are going to do for yourself, to train yourself, to educate yourself. That kind of a thing, that's what I feel. Okay, the passionate moves. Okay, the heart, something close to your heart, something related to passion. And you're gonna do it. Okay. Your education and your career is going to be based on what you would like to do now. You already have an idea what you would like to do now. If you don't know what you would like to do now, this might not be your pile. This is for the people who already has like full plan of like 5 years, what is going to happen next, that kind of a thing. They already know what they would like to do. They already know, and they already work really hard on it. So that type of people are gonna watch this thing mostly. If you have a passion, if you want to study something but you cannot see how it could happen, you will have a lot of options to do it. You will have the opportunities to do it. So it is all going to happen because of your hard effort and hard work. I see safety and security, so whatever it is, you are going to put some kind of a security in it. For argument's sake, you are into sculptures. You are into sculpting. I don't know what they're calling it. I have to tell you that if you are into those kind of things that are just going to benefit you the first, it might not actually be really profitable at the beginning. You are going to find a way to show it to the people that it could be really beneficial for the other people as well. For argument's sake, if you're just like really good at shaping the things with your hands, and it could be like seen as something that not everybody is really interested, you can put into this industrial situation and you can do this industrial designs, and it could be really effective for the many people, and you can become an engineer even though you don't want to become an engineer at the beginning, but the things that you're going to do is going to relate it to your passion. Those kind of things. You're going to find your way to go to your passion. But this is all you're doing. This is all your support and your own security. This is how you are going to secure yourself at the beginning. Those kind of things might be really, really important in your near future. You're going to decide for yourself. And I have a feeling that you're going to decide for the betterment of your own situation and for the others as well. You will find a way. That's what I'm trying to say. You will find a way. Working with other people. This is also talking about the arts, but not in the arts. There's another word for it. Not only the arts, but the talent of some kind of a profession. Hold on a second. I will find a word for it. Craft, artisanship, workmanship. You see? Handicraft, it says that it's vocation, handicraft, it's your craft, it's your thing. It could be about that, and you're going to receive some kind of an education and hard work on it. You will be able to work with other people for it. King of Wands, a person who already has a lot of talent and pure charisma. I have to tell you that you might have a master. You might have your education from a master. This person might be really important to learn from. And this kind of, like, I would like to say like a teacher, but it is more like a master. And you're going to be like the rookie of what you are doing, and there's going to be the master who's going to teach you what you should do and what you should not do. Maybe you should just focus on those kind of things when you are finding that kind of an influence in your life. You should just focus on finding a teacher who is going to help you to understand your craft, understand what you would like to do in your life, and then you can actually decide. 3 and 3 again. Communication. I see that having a community, building a community and working at the same thing might be really, really important in the later on. You're gonna learn things and you're going to be included into a community, and people are gonna just cherish your work as much as they cherish the others. Maybe more even. Because your master is gonna be really important. The person who is gonna teach you this craft is gonna be really, really important. So try to focus on like a personal education. Try to focus on like a personal growth when it comes to education and training. Of course, education at the college might be really, really important as well. I'm not saying that you shouldn't just go to college because it won't be necessary. No, I'm not saying that. Vocational training might be really important at one way or another. One level, it's going to be really important to understand your craft, understanding what you would like to do later on. You have to focus on your craft. You have to focus on what you can do with it. And then you are going to have a lot of options when it comes to what you can do about this. You see, you're going to be the master itself. Those people who are just studying something technical at the high school and they just study 2 years of training at the college, and then they just higher up their educational level and they study like architecture or engineering, those kind of things. Now what they have is a vocational training from the high school, 2 years of vocational training at the college, and then 4 more years at the college when it comes to becoming an engineer or architect and those kind of things. It's just like adding up, building up on the talent, on the information, on the craft. They already had this craft and they can make money in any time of this education. They can graduate from the high school and they can find work and they can work on it. Or they can go to the college and having 2 years of education, and after that they can work on it and they can earn a lot of money from that. By the way, I have to tell you, sometimes 2 years of education is way much better than the other 4 years, to be honest with you. And then they have this 4 years of training and then they have something more because they already have all this education and experience, and the people, definitely the people that they already had to work with or they had to learn from some people. So those kind of people are the ones who happens to be really incredible to have. They're the masters of what they're doing. They're the craftsmen. They are not like an engineer. They already worked on it really, really hard. They know every single detail when it comes to engineering. They didn't just, I'm not saying that, all the engineers who just studied 4 years and they are not real engineers. I'm not saying that. But the people who started from a really early age, of course, they're going to have a capital when it comes to education. They will cash it out and they will earn more money. Of course, they will earn more money because they're cashing it out. They're cashing out their own crafts. They're cashing out their own mastership. You might have something like that. Honestly, it will be really exciting to see. Of course, I'm just speaking about one side of an example. It doesn't have to be like that. Something related to a craft, something related to your passion, you are going to turn into an education, like a personal growth kind of an education, and then you will have this kind of like a master and rookie, that kind of a thing, and then you will meet a lot of people, and then you will receive a lot of opportunities, and you're going to master yourself after that. Personal growth, personal education might be more important in your kind. And I'm not saying that, college education is not really that important. It is important. It is always going to be important in my eyes. But what you can do is training for yourself, experiencing by yourself, learning from the people, not from the college, and then you are going to college and receiving something more. I see a business person. I see a talented person. I see people who are working together. I see the craft, I see the passion. All those things are going to happen one by one for you. It's going to be really effective, and I really liked it, and I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.